Good afternoon, everyone. This is the 1 o'clock hearing of the Hawaiian and Water Land Committees for 3 measures. Just a few housekeeping. This meeting is being streamed live on YouTube. In the unlikely event that we have to abruptly end due to technical difficulties, the committee will reconvene and discuss the outstanding business. It would be 2 days from now. For Hawaiian Affairs, it would be Thursday, February 17, 1 o'clock, room 16 and virtual. And a public notice will be posted on the website of the legislatures. For testifiers participating remotely, your audio will be muted and video disabled until shortly before it's your turn. And I'll be reading a list of individuals who submitted written testimony for each measure. We apologize if the closed caption doesn't accurately reflect the names. If you want to see the written testimony, go to the website of the legislature, capitol.hawaii.gov, where you'll find a link to the status page for the measures. And for Hawaiian Affairs, it's myself, Senator Shimabukuro, Vice Chair Keoho Kalole. We also have Senators Ocasio, Ihara, and Senators Favela. And if Waterland wants to introduce yourselves as well. I think you might, you're muted, Senator Inouye. Is she there?
She's not muted. She's not even connected to audio. She doesn't have her microphone in.
Oh, okay. Can we proceed then?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you're there? Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. For the Committee on Water and Land, myself as chair, we do have Senator Agaran as well in Zoom land. We're all in Zoom land, Chair, as well as Senator Misalucha, Senator Revere, and Senator Favela will be on shortly as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So the first measure, oh, I'm so sorry, my phone. The first bill we have is SB 3103 relating to historic preservation reviews. This allows DHHL to assume historic preservation review of the effect of any proposed project for lands under its jurisdiction, except for projects affecting properties listed or nominated for inclusion in the Hawaii Register of Historic Places or the National Register of Historic Places. And so first up, we have DHHL in support.
Okay.
Aloha, Chair Shimabukuro, Chair Inouye, members of the committee. The department strongly supports this bill, and I would just add that it was approved by the Hawaiian Homes Commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have DLNR Shifty with in support, or is in support, or with comments.
We have, this is Alan Downer. I'm the administrator of the State Historic Preservation Division. Aloha, Chair Shimabukuro and Chair Inouye, Vice Chairs, members of the committees. Department stands on its written testimony in support and providing comments.
Thank you so much. Mahalo. The Ahamoku Advisory Commission with comments. Are they present?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Thank you very much. Leimana Damate Lunalakai, Executive Director for the Hawaii State Ahamoku. We stand on our written testimony of comments and stand by should you have any questions. Thank you.
Thanks, Leimana. Next, Historic Hawaii Foundation opposition. I don't think they're present though. And then Society for Hawaiian Archaeology opposition. Dara Carlin support, and Sarah Collins opposition. Is there anyone I missed that wants to testify in SB 3103? Seeing none, members, any questions? Okay. If not, then I will hand it over to Senator Inouye, the lead for the next 2 measures.
So, thank you, Chair. Next up is Senate Bill SB 3013, and this is relating to the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission. It appropriates funds for the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission and to fund 2 full-time equivalent permanent positions for the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission. DHHL, Chair Ayla.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. We did not submit any written testimony on this bill.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I do have you down. However, Dr. Downer, DLNR.
Madam Chair. Which were
3013,
yeah,
Kaho'olawe Commission.
yes, we don't have any testimony on that bill, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay, Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission, Michael Naho'opi'i. Aloha, Michael.
Aloha, Senators Inouye and Shimabukuro. Kuki Fachoy, Happy New Year. And glad to see you guys again. Wish to see you guys in person. Mike Naho'opi'i, Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission Executive Director. We stand in strong support for this measure. We just want to say that, one of our biggest assets is the numerous amount of people that want to come and help us on Kaho'olawe. And what this money is for is the last piece to make sure that we can safely house people, feed them, maintain the equipment, and provide infrastructure to make sure that all our volunteers are safe and that we move forward on the restoration of Kaho'olawe. So thank you very much for hearing our measure. Thank you.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you, Michael. Leimana Damate.
Aloha, Chair. Thank you for the opportunity to testify in this bill.
And this is for the Hawai'i State Ahamoku. Mahalo.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Thank you, Chair. We stand in strong support for this measure, and we'll stand by if you have any questions that you need to ask us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. We did receive comments from the Budget and Finance, and we do have many support. We have 30 supporters of this measure, and coming from County of Maui, the Center for Hawaiian Sovereignty Studies, the Conservation Council of Hawaii, Pacific American Foundation, the Maui High Cloud Bridge Club, and many, many individuals in support of this measure. Is there anyone else wishes to speak to SB 31? Sorry, we're having all the same numbers, 3013. Members, any questions? Okay, hearing none, then we'll continue on. Chair Shimabukuro, shall we just continue on to the next measure?
Sure.
Okay, SB 2912, we do have a measure relating to affordable housing, and this requires the State Historic Preservation Division to contract its review of proposed state projects, projects on privately owned historic property, and projects affecting historic properties to third-party consultants if the projects involve the development of affordable housing, and the division, after an initial evaluation, determines it will not be able to complete its review within 60 days. It requires the pre-approval of the appropriate Island Burial Council before contracting with the third-party consultant. It establishes requirements for qualified third parties providing review services. Dr. Downer.
Aloha, Chair.
DLNR.
Chairs, members of the committee, I'm Alan Downer. I'm the administrator of the State Historic Preservation Division. The department stands on its written comments, and I stand ready to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you. We do have an individual in support of this measure as well. Members, any questions to SB 2912? Hearing none, Chair Shimabukuro, I think that's the end of our agenda.
Sir, I have questions.
Yep. Senator Casio?
Yeah,
Question.
I have kind of a good amount of questions, but I guess the only question here is Mr. Downer, so they'll be directed towards you if you can answer. I'm curious about the cost to the state. I noticed in the testimony there was a concern about the cost to retain a third party and who pays for this.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously, our comments simply are that it's not in the budget. It's not in our current budget, and we are let's just say we have a very lean budget, and this is not provided for in the governor's request to the legislature. So you know, there would be no funding for it as things stand now, and I have to be honest and say I at this point I can't even guess what it might cost to do this. So I mean, I think given some time, we might be able to, you know, look back at affordable housing projects and come up with an estimate of how many of them we might anticipate over, say, the next year or two. But that would be the best we could do, and that would be really a guess.
The third party, yeah.
The third party consultant, it says qualifications and experience to conduct and the review pursuant to subsection E. Can you give some examples of how we would consider these qualifications, or what are the qualifications, and how would this third party person be chosen?
Well, the qualifications, you know, say for example, if it was, you know, I mean, the qualifications for somebody who was handling, if architectural review would be somebody who meets the Secretary of Interior standards and professional standards, which were a master's degree in architecture or architectural history, and 2 years of experience. For archaeology, it would be the state's requirement would be, you know, 2 years, a master's degree and 2 years of experience in Hawaiian archaeology. And depending on where the project is located, you might need both of those individuals. And I'm sorry, could you repeat the second part of your question?
Just how they would be chosen.
Oh,
What would be the process for choosing them?
yeah.
Can I interrupt just a second? Senator Ocasio, I just want to add that absolutely, with Dr. Downer's comments, this is not his measure. And the testimony that we have with regards to chair cases and the department's comments were that they prefer Senate Bill 3135 that we've already passed, similar vehicles. So, and the third party review was already in 3135 that the department testified in support. So my recommendation for this particular bill, just to let you know that my recommendation to Chair Shimabukuro was that we're going to defer this indefinitely.
Wonderful.
So,
thank you.
yeah,
I yield.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Thank you.
So just in case that you're
Oh, good, because I had lots more questions. Thank you.
yeah. And I totally agree. And that's how we looked at this as well. But so
Okay.
anyway, just to let you know, so.
Okay, no, perfect. I yield. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Any further questions with regards to SB 2912? Okay, Chair Shimabukuro, I think this ends our agenda items for
Yes.
the 1 o'clock.
Yes, and yeah, I don't need to have a breakout room, but if you want to,
I'm prepared as well too.
I'm
so-
prepared. Okay.
Oh, okay. And you agree to the last one on 29?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, follow your lead.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So I'll begin since the first one's our lead. So committees with SB 3103 historic preservation reviews for DHHL to assume. Recommendation as I'm going to recommend that actually we pass it as is, because I don't believe there are any technical amendments needed. But we do summarize the testimony in the committee report, since there were concerns raised. And but DHHL is doing its best to work with DLNR and the archaeologists and others to address their concerns, and with Ahamoku as well. but they really do see this as a way to expedite these important reviews that need to happen to build the homes for beneficiaries. So, so I'm going to recommend pass as is, but summarize testimony in the committee report. Any concerns or questions? Okay, then Vice Chair Keoho Kalole, are you able to take the vote?
Yes, members voting on SB 3103, the chair's recommendation is to pass this measure unamended. Chair Shimabukuro.
Aye.
Vice Chair goes aye. Senator Ocasio.
Aye, Chair.
Senator Ihara.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
No.
Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you.
Okay, for the Committee on Water and Land, same recommendation is to pass as is. Okay, any discussions on this measure? Vice Chair Agaran for the votes, please. Chair goes aye.
The recommendation in Senate Bill 3103 for water land is to pass as is. Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Misalucha.
Aye.
Senator Revere.
Aye.
And Senator Favela is a no, right?
Yes, no.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Recommendation adopted.
Thank you for the SB 3013 relating to the Kaho'olawe Island Reserve Commission. Chair's recommendation is to pass with the amendments, defecting the date to July 1st, 2050, and also to blank out the appropriations on page 5, lines 11 and 18. Any discussions to 3013? Okay, hearing none, then for the Committee on Water, Land, Chair recommends to pass this measure, SB 3013 with amendments, and the chair votes aye.
All right, with 5 members present, any reservations? Any opposition? Your recommendation is adopted, Chair.
Thank you for Hawaiian Affairs, same recommendation, and Chair votes aye. So Vice Chair, please take the vote.
Chair votes aye. Vice Chair votes aye. Of the 3 other members of the committee, any noes or reservations? Seeing none, Chair, all members vote aye. Recommendation adopted.
Mahalo.
Last item on the agenda is SB 2912 relating to affordable housing. Both chairs recommend that this measure be deferred indefinitely as well. There was a similar vehicle, SB 3135, that was already passed out of the Waterland Committee, and so we'll be deferring this measure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Okay.
Okay, gaveling into the 1 o'clock Hawaiian Affairs only agenda. We just have one measure, SB 1281. This is relating to the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act, requires DHHL to release to beneficiaries quarterly reports that contain certain information on leases and fiscal matters. And first up, we have DHHL with comments.
Yes, good morning, Chair Shimabukuro. Good afternoon, Chair Shimabukuro. Vice Chair Keo'ole, members of the committee. The department submits its comments on this bill. And is there something going on in terms of technical?
I don't know. Okay, I think they muted themselves, whoever it was.
Okay, so the department submits comments on this bill and would point out the testimony, the number of monthly reports that the department already does. Would also point out that the department prepares an annual report, and the link for the annual report can be viewed in the testimony, as well as there are independent financial and compliance audits of DHHL that occur every year, and they can be assessed via our website. And then additionally, DHHL submits reports on non-general fund information annually, which can be assessed here. And that there is not that amount, there aren't that many transfers of non-beneficiary leases. And so we provide ample amount of information to our beneficiaries and to the general public, and just request that we not be asked to do more that we can do with the existing staff, which is very shorthanded right now.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much. Next, Kimiona Kane in support. Oh, I don't believe is present. Is there anyone else here to testify for SB 1281?
There's no one else present, Chair.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Seeing none. Members, any questions? Okay. No questions. Okay. Okay, in that case, I'm ready to recommend what we do on this bill. So for SB 1281, Chair is going to recommend that we pass with amendments. And based on DHHL's testimony, it actually sounds like they're doing more than quarterly reports to the public, monthly reports actually. So, and it's quite extensive what they report. So what I'd like to do is to increase reporting by actually reflecting what DHHL is currently doing according to their testimony. And I think it would be a good idea to actually put that into a bill, because that way future administrations will need to continue the tradition of what this current administration is doing with the monthly reports and the audits and everything that they're reporting as well to the public. Okay, so any questions or concerns?
Yeah, Chair.
Yes.
Yeah,
Senator
I understand they're doing the reporting and all of that stuff, but if you listen to what Chair Eiler said, it's on their website. Yeah, so a lot of people don't have access to these documents. So I guess what you had put in there on the quarterly report, and I understand he's saying they don't want manpower, but on the quarterly report that you're saying that they should send out to the beneficiaries, I think that's a great idea. Because not everybody's computer savvy. So it's easy to tell somebody to go here, go there on the computer, but monthly, that's fine. Weekly, that's fine. But quarterly, they should report to the beneficiaries, not just via a computer or website, because then that's the reason why we get a disconnect. And that's the reason why we fall short all the time. So I think the reporting that they do quarterly, what you was trying to accomplish, or whoever made this bill, I think that's a great idea. We have that for more transparency. Thank you, Chair.
You're welcome. Actually, this is your bill. Yeah, this is your bill. Oh, good.
That's the reason why I like it then.
Yeah. Yeah, this is your bill. So,
Madam Chair,
yes,
Chair.
Yes, yeah.
Excuse me.
Your Chair, I
want to point out that every time we notify beneficiaries either of a meeting or beneficiary consultation, that mail out costs the department $10,000. Mm-hmm. So to be mailing out information is really prohibitively expensive, and that's why we put it on our website. And that's $10,000 that we have less to do infrastructure so that we can take people off the wait list. I just wanted to make that comment.
Yes, I understand. And so, yes, yeah. Any other questions, members? Okay.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, so based on this discussion that's had, and I definitely I agree that it would be great if a quarterly report could be mailed to all the beneficiaries. But given the priorities of the department, and I really would like to see them use the funds that they do have for developing houses. And so I'm going to definitely summarize this discussion we're having in the committee report. I'd like that done to emphasize that it would be good if the funds were to permit in the future to have it mailed quarterly. But at this point, I'm more inclined to take based on testimony from DHHL, take what they're already doing and put that into the bill. So it actually would increase the amount. It's going to be monthly instead of just quarterly, but it would be virtual on their website. So mahalo for the discussion. So anyway, so passing with amendments and any technicals as well. Chair votes aye. If you can take the vote, Vice Chair.
Chair votes aye. Vice Chair votes aye. Senator Ocasio is excused. Senator Ihara.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Aye.
Chair, recommendation adopted.
Thank you so much. We are adjourned.